Cool. And I just got to say this first of all.
Okay.
Before we jump into either My Hero, Gachiakuta, or One Piece, this has been on my mind for a minute.
Okay.
What is the name of that show?
Okay.
With the manga writer.
Oh, a Mangaka's Weirdly Workplace?
Weirdly Wonderful Workplace.
Thank you. Why?
Because Futama needs to be in the book. I can't stand her.
Wait, I thought we were talking about the show. Like, we're just enjoying it.
So
we're bringing this back just for a moment. This is a sneak peek.
It's just a moment.
Okay, that's fine.
So
I'm glad you're still watching the show.
Oh, no. So here's the thing.
Okay.
I didn't truly give it a chance when y'all was talking about
I believe that.
So then I was like, who got some time? Let me watch this.
You know who's working the night shift and
that guy.
So
we get paid by the hour.
I was like, I'm done. I'm done with her already. It's like, in some of my key points,
okay.
I was like, you can almost write a little small pamphlet about her. She's the worst. She's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Also, they are clearly living in a dormitory / an apartment.
That's her house.
Listen.
I'm telling you, she lives there.
Yeah, she lives.
Like, that's her apartment.
In an apartment.
Yes, and they work in her apartment. That's what I was saying.
But y'all were saying she ain't got a home.
No, I said that was her home.
Y'all were making it sound like she's working. Listen, she has an actual residence that she's working out of.
That's what I said last time.
But it ain't like she's working out of the confines of the manga writing locations. This is what she chooses.
Okay.
But anyway, she is also very needy. Like this woman, and then I find out she's a grown woman. She's 25.
Yeah.
She is acting so childish,
which is very successful actually for a mangaka.
Yeah. That's
she's a heavy hitter, but she has no confidence.
I like the friend who was just trying to calm her down.
Her assistant.
Yes,
okay.
she's got her wits about her.
Her friend's like, I can't, but her friend also has her own personal issues with like, I can't actually make a plot because I don't believe in myself. Both of them don't believe in themselves.
I'm telling you, the plot
are we actually all watching this?
Yes. Yes. I told y'all. Yes. Okay, keep going with your notes.
Keoni, to answer your question, my last note is shaking my head. This show is the worst. So does that
Why is it the worst?
Yes, but you know what? You know what's the best part about the worst show?
What's that?
The random artist they hired online who's actually fire.
Absolutely. I'm excited to see how that plays out. I feel like.
And then what is with this boss?
The boss is like.
You mean her editor?
She's in charge.
She's not
she
her boss.
She don't know
That's
how to
editor.
give compliments.
The boss is European somehow. I feel like she's taller than everybody else.
I don't think she's European. I don't think she's European. I think it's those shoes. I think it's the shoes, but I think it's the shoes. But anyways, Justin, I get it. You're not a fan of the show. It's not for you. You like an isekai, and this show is. He
likes
that.
Only an isekai.
You just like isekai.
You like an isekai, or you like an adventure with magic.
And you know what? You're not ready for slice of life, and that's fine.
Neither am I.
And that's okay. And y'all need to.
I watch Slices of Life.
Slices of Life. That's how I know you don't watch Slice of Life.
Sure.
I watch what she tells me to watch.
I mean, what my senpai
multiple
is
slices.
A good one.
Slices plural.
I mean,
yes.
Or my senpai is like the ice cold.
Ice cold senpai.
That was really good. That was a good one. But you know what?
Anything with an awkward senpai,
And I feel like that's what's happening with this show because like the editor is awkward and they're navigating this dynamic. She's navigating this dynamic.
It also seems like she's in love with the editor.
That's what I'm saying.
Little Yuri?
Yeah, that's what we talked about last time. It's giving soft Yuri because that's like a genre that's not really focused on in a lot of anime nowadays. It's true.
I need some hard yaoi.
I mean, I don't think you're ready for that, but that's fine.
I am ready for that.
Okay.
Don't try to tell me what I'm ready for.
I just don't like how this grown woman be acting like she also shy. She be hiding behind people because she don't like stranger danger. Like,
I mean, that's real though.
Grow up.
Look.
You go in there to hand in your, you got timeline. All right,
I get it. You can't stand the show. You can't stand the person.
She's the worst.
You can't stand someone who works. I get it.
Whoa.
It's fine. But it has to deal with deadlines. It's okay. That's okay.
If I got the votes to get her in the book, I'll keep going to see if she get out. But
you would keep going just to see if she got out. That's too much time.
It's fine.
That's too much time.
Not for you. I think it's fantastic that you watched the show. Congratulations.
Does he earn a badge?
No, I'm not gonna give
this
him
ain't Pokemon.
It's not.
All right.
This ain't Pokemon. This ain't Pokemon. This ain't Pokemon.
Yes.
Oh, we starting with Gachiakuta?
Y'all need to start because I already know I'm a jump.
You want to start with My Hero?
No, Gachiakuta number. All right, we're talking about the top 3 animes in the game right now. Top 3 on freaking Crunchyroll.
All right.
Let's get it popping.
All right, start us off because I already know I'm a jump, and I'm not sorry about it.
I really like the villain. You know why?
Which one?
He's logical. The big boss.
Okay.
I don't know if I like him.
I like him. He's logical.
He's kind of like my nerves.
He reminds me of my first engineering mentor. I remember I would be talking to my engineering mentor, and I start to try to talk to him about more personal things, kind of, and he would just say to me, "I'm bored," and then walk away.
So rude.
Well, he's just straight to the point.
I don't know if I would say someone being straight to the point. I won't call that, but if you will, I don't want to.
He doesn't like superfluous language.
I'm gonna say I'm not a fan of the main villain. I think it's great. I appreciate his process of what he's doing and how he actually has a plan to get up there. Because I was like, how are you gonna get there? And then we found out we're inside a trash beast. An engineered one. We made this one, and I was like, that's pretty impressive.
Oh, okay.
I like when he got crazy. He's like, everything's an experiment. Everything's an experiment. Everything's an experiment.
And I didn't like that part, so I was just like, But yes, so I didn't really appreciate his dialogue between Rudo. I was like, I found that to be boring. I was like, I'm tired of this already.
I like his dialogue with Rudo because Rudo's like, I'm getting my mind. It's like, you see a black youngin.
I'm just
tired of the comment. He's like, why couldn't someone more civilized or someone else been the one to fall down here? Someone with a plan.
I mean, I agree with that.
Why couldn't a smarter person got the gloves? He's like, you're the one? You can tell he doesn't really respect Rudo, but he respects what Rudo has done.
I don't think he respects what Rudo has done.
He just wants answers. Just like how that old dude want answers on the cleaner boss. Want information. I think it's about to get real between this.
It's already gotten real.
I think it's about to get real.
Realer.
I think it's about to get realer with the dino suit girl, because now that she knows that we in the trash beast, I said, why is she so excited?
Everybody got excited when they found out we were in the trash beast.
Exactly, and I feel like she's the main one that we need to be careful of. I don't know why. I don't want to give her too much hype, but I was just like, why is she the one that's in this space?
Every little kid that is a giver is ridiculously powerful.
Because Santa, have mercy. I was like, who is this? And we found out. They're quite strong. But yeah, going back to Zanka's backstory, and I was okay with it, and I was like,
so 17 and 18.
I was fine with that. My question was the girl that was better than him in every way, where is she now? I was like, what happened?
We'll find out.
We really will. And then I was like, why is he so stuck on trying to get this throne or get to the seat? Because we found out that his older sister didn't make it, but she still ended up being in the top ranks. So I was like, why do you feel like you still need to go this route when you literally have a sibling who didn't do that, and they were still able to be in that top role.
Zanka was that kind of untouchable genius until an even more crazy untouchable genius pulled up.
And I appreciate that.
He wasn't really a genius. He was a hard worker.
He was you're right. But he was talented. He was the noticeable, hardworking talent. And then he had true talent.
Yeah, let's say I feel like she was talent. He was just hardworking.
Well, he was the top. He was the top.
Yeah, he was the top, but I think it comes down this. I thought his whole backstory was the perfect example of hard work versus talent.
Right.
And I feel yes, I'm just saying I don't think he had any talent. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he had. You think we're
talking Rock Lee versus Sasuke Uchiha?
I'm not doing that.
No, yeah, she's not doing that because she's doing a hero without a class. All right.
Anyways,
that's crazy. I don't even know why you're coming at me with that show. Y'all can still watch it. We're all still watching in our own way. I already told you I'm not invested. Okay.
The Watchmen series.
Wait, you're
we still need. I was gonna say.
I was about to say because the best part we missed the whole conversation. The main point.
The best part
is she shot her.
Oh no!
The best part is when she.
That was the best part.
About the best part is episode 17.
Okay.
When it's Jobber. After he we get all that and we get all that backstory, and come to find out it's just Zanka hallucinating. And Jobber is like the truth. He was like, he's like, yo, let me in on this. And he's just sitting down with him. He see him laughing. He started laughing. I was like, yo, Jobber is sick in the head. Like,
yeah, Jobber. They actually made him a black character with dreads. He's a YN. Jobber is actually a YN.
He's a menace to society, and he's great. But I found that to be comical. But I'm just saying, the next episode, I thought that was the best thing.
Okay, but yeah,
that was pretty good. But I'm just saying, when it came down to like realness, really quickly, because this goes back like what's her name? I don't have
Riyo.
Yeah, so when it came to Riyo, because I was just like, no, I don't know what's going to happen with this fight. Because at first I was like, oh, of course, they're going to be the ones that are matching up. And then it's like, oh, no, Rio's going to lose. And I was like, Jakia, why did you not have faith in this person? Because
why didn't you?
It was really brief.
You never see that in anime where like someone's losing the powered battle and they just pull out the strap?
Right.
Yo, this show got real.
But actually, I'm not mad at that because it was real. Because
she said, I used to be a murderer.
It's true because Riyo was like, "You sure no one can hear us down here?" And she was like, "Yeah." And then she was like, "That's all I needed to hear." And then she was like, "I don't have time for this." She's like, "We have things to do. We're not supposed to spend all this time and play 1v1s with y'all. Like we got work to do." And
she got information.
And she did.
Oh girl, let them know I'll tell you what we're gonna do to y'all. You know, let us know we're gonna feed you to this trash beast. You know, and she was like, it's like you said, the keynote, I put, whoa, Riyo got a gun. And then, you know, she shot her. Jabba was dancing. Looked like he was about to start crip walking. He's starting to drag Zanaka. And then I know where Jabba got shot. I was like, dang.
She's
like, dang, people got powers and really they still can't handle a gun.
And my thing is like,
that's you know the Japanese are afraid of guns.
I'm just saying like she's like, we're not playing around. She's taking out 2 people. She's like, let's keep it moving. And then she even said it to the girl. She said, you're lucky that he has me on a leash. And then this makes me think about what she saw when they were with Amo, because it was like she was the main one that was still stuck in that state, that hallucination. We're just like, well, what did she see? And now we're coming to find out that she was actually a professional killer. And like, what is that? Because that's not everyone is able to become one. So like, what did she have to do to like go through that to get it?
Also, this begs the question: what if Amo had a strap? Would she even never got captured?
But like I told y'all, I don't know if she's alive. I told y'all that she was alive.
Obviously, like some of the heavy hitters couldn't even handle the strap.
No, they were never going
to. This is a trash world down here.
Not everybody has guns.
Ain't nobody just throwing away guns up top.
Yeah, a gun is like a treasure.
And that's what she said. She said, where'd you
get
that?
How do you have one of those?
She was like, it was a gift from my last job. I was like, that's crazy. From her last boss.
And then like I was
like, who was it?
Well, we need answers on her.
I know she changed her hair and everything. It was serious business.
And also, how did Engine get her to change? And then...
Because she took off her uniform. She took off her cleaner's uniform. And so I was like, that's different.
Well, that's because it's real down here. Like, this is survival of the fittest. This ain't no... I mean, she's clearly showing that. Okay. Just like how Engine is dealing with old boy and old...
Who was terrified.
He's like, yo, I need you to start this fight. And Engine's like...
I can't.
Sounds like I'll lose if I start this fight. It sounds like... And then everybody on the squad from the Raiders are like essentially deferring to the super scared kid like, yo, how'd you not win already? So he must be the most powerful.
Oh, yeah.
He's definitely... The vibe is he is the most powerful.
He got matched up with Engine. As soon as that happened, I was like, oh, he's bad.
He's a problem.
He's going, yeah.
Never attack him, because it'll just...
I don't know nothing about the powers.
I don't either.
All I know is this was all coordinated. Everyone got paired up with everybody that they were supposed to. Mm-hmm. And the boss wanted Engine with that dude. And then he was like, yo, I'm going to get yelled at if I don't wrap this up. So I'm just like, this dude can go.
And Engine stocks are up for not fighting.
100%.
He's so experienced. He's like, I can feel your energy. Nah, I don't want the smoke. It doesn't take too long.
I don't know if he feels it.
I believe that.
He felt the vibe. He was like, this one doesn't seem, this is fishy to me.
And then I will say, I appreciate the match with Dear Santa and then what's going on because the guy was like, wait, how are we able to breathe down here? And then the person was like, you know what? We actually don't know. That's a good question.
And then, his whole thing is information.
Exactly.
He's like, I got a bunch of questions. And that was better than a lot of the ones I asked.
Mm-hmm. So I was like, yeah. So I'm excited.
Right. The episode ended with him saying how he is putting his own entry in the Watchmen series. And I'm like, what does any of that mean?
I feel like he's trying to create. My thing is like, how many pieces are in the Watchmen series?
3. Well, there's the higher Watchmen series. There's the higher Watchmen series, and they haven't really talked. Well, sorry.
My thing was like, how does he know how many are in the series? That's my thing. So if he's trying to add one to the series, then he needs to have an understanding of like what's already there. Or if he's, because I'm just like, is that why he hasn't been able to create one? Because like he's trying to create things that are already in existence, and that's why they're coming out to be duds. So that's my question.
I think the Watchmen series is essentially very strong. Okay, it's a very strong type of vessel. Now, we've been educated that there are vessels that can be passed down.
Yes.
We don't really understand how that happens, but we know the special marker from Artist Town that allows the person to cast spells on people for protection.
Yeah, but that one's that's not from the Watchmen series.
No, it's not from the Watchmen series, but that shows that other people can create series as well.
Yeah, they create series, but my thing is like, if you're going to try to create something from the Watchmen series or add to it, I think what sets it apart to be a part of it is like the person who actually created it. And my thing is like, he doesn't have that information.
I don't think there is. I think there's like some kind of specific, like there's some specification.
They all have the same insignia. So I'm just like, the person who was rocking the thing, because I'm assuming that person wore all of it.
Yeah, but the boss isn't dumb. The boss obviously thinks that he can create another portion of the series. So there's some kind of series roles.
No, I feel
there are series rules that apply that we don't know yet, and that's the information we need. Is like, how does one create a series?
Or in his case, just add an entry to it.
Yeah, like, what is an entry? What is a series? How is a series created? What distinguishes a specific series?
My thing is like, if he's trying to go through all that, then why is he going up to the spear right now?
Because he's got power, obviously.
Or there's more of the series up there.
I don't know about that.
Also, did you notice that the journal of Rudo's father, his adopted father, had the symbol of the Watchmen series on it?
That's what I'm saying.
Information.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
So he wants information.
I think that journal is very important.
I feel like the way if he wants information, I feel like you trying to come in with a trash beast isn't the best way to go about getting like covert information.
Well, guess what? What if that trash beast can fly?
It is. It
can fly, and it's gonna ride the wind.
I don't know how effective it's gonna be, but I feel like it's gonna have a good start, whatever it is. But I don't think it's gonna be successful.
I don't think they're making it to the Sphere this season.
I think they're gonna fall.
If they do make it to the Sphere this season, I'm calling it. Gachiakuta is gonna be 27 episodes max.
I mean, wow.
Which is fine. I love a good 26, 27 episode anime.
Okay.
They've been very well done.
I thought they were supposed to be at 24, isn't it? I think it's a 24.
I think that's what you advised.
Okay.
I mean, the difference between a 24 and a 26, that's all kind of the same class in anime.
I mean, I understand. I'm just letting you know, like,
yeah,
it's only gonna be 24, and so the last 3 that you're.
Well, I don't know. In this day and age of like monetization of anime, it could be 24 episodes in a movie.
I wouldn't be mad at a movie, but I feel like we're gonna get a season 2 before anything. I feel like this show at least has the potential for at least 3 seasons.
And I'm saying if they make it to the Sphere this season,
mm-hmm.
I only see one more season happening. Because the world they created is small but deep. It's kind of nice. I really like it. It's like a whole.
Yeah.
It is a world with like pretty like defined boundaries, but lots of details.
So now you're interested in like the plot.
I mean, I've been interested in the plot from day one and world building, but I think what I'm really I see that this series again is just it's mostly plot driven, but the characters are deep.
Yeah, because I know initially when we first started talking about it, you were just like, I don't know how far they're gonna go with this plot with the power scaling and stuff and like the weapons. So you were just like, I don't know. So I'm glad to hear that you're just like, you know what? It's deep. It's small but deep. So like
it is narrow, but it is deep, and you know I'm tired of Rudo's flashbacks. Rudo's flashbacks are the same thing every time. It's just
it doesn't give us anything.
He doesn't give us anything. It's just him as a kid looking sad with his hands all messed up, and I'm like, Are your hands like rotting away? Were they burned by acid? Were they burned by fire?
I need something. I'm like, we're gonna learn about your father, like, because he was a murderer. That's when I was like, I need something. I can't keep seeing his same flashbacks, or just give us to Regato, and I'd rather know his story because he was just freely moving between the slums and the non-slum area. So I need more for something. I just can't see any more of his flashbacks. They don't add anything to the story.
Yeah, all I know is when they accidentally all fell into a car. Yeah. That was hilarious. That was actually hilarious. That was a nice point of levity in a otherwise very serious moment.
That's true.
Yeah. Gachiakuta, we're gonna keep watching this.
It's a good show.
It's a great show.
It's a good show. I'm vibing it. All right.
Depending on how they land the bird, we will know if it was good or great. It doesn't seem like
it'll be one of the two. It will either be good or it will be great.
Yeah. Okay. It could be one of those shows where they try to kill God at the end.
I'm not mad at that. I mean,
which that's how you know it's good. If like at this point, I really don't know where they're gonna go with it.
You know what?
And I said that about anime before. It's like if I can't predict the end, that's good.
Yes. All right, cool. Next show.
My hero.
All right, take us away. It's crazy.
163.
Mm-hmm.
Quark explosion.
Yeah.
As well as 164, History's Greatest Villain.
Mm-hmm.
And 165, Wrench It Open. Are the 3 episodes that we're discussing.
Oh, wow. Very serious.
And, well, it's because I just watched 164 and that was it.
Okay.
It just got viewed. Like, there's no notes for it. And then, like, 165, like, I'm just going to jump.
Okay. I love it when people jump.
Just hop up and jump for a second.
I love jumping. I love a jump. Go for it.
165 was just, to me, I just put the slap heard around the world. You know, and that was the end of the episode. You know, like, I was like, okay. Like, I'm just watching it. Like, everyone's mind is bending. Well, basically, the only thing I'll take away from this is, like, are we under the impression One for All is dead, right? Are we good here or no?
I don't know.
One for All is not dead.
I don't believe that he is. Because
here's the thing. One for All lives within his quirk. And if there's a copy of One for All's quirk inside Shigaraki, One for All lives.
Okay.
But then I also don't know. Because like I want to say, remember with Stars and Stripes, because of how she did her thing.
Oh, how she was decaying, taking away some of his
abilities. And so she was still present in his, like, within his quirk, so she was able to get in there. So my thing is, like, I don't really know. So that's why I'm really, like, confused now.
Don't forget about,
Well, she gave the command to destroy the quirk from within, and then he was able to essentially take control. Because, like, the quirk is a very complex thing. And One for All has the ability to essentially operate on the cellular / genetic programming level of a quirk.
Right. And
intuitively, which is extremely impressive.
Which is fine. But I think that's why Stars and Stripe did what she did, because of like how her quirk is. Like she was able to combat that because she had that understanding that he's able to like hop between different people. He's able to like, you know, show up and manifest in a different thing. So I think that's why it was pivotal for her to give that command when she did at that time. So that's why I truly don't know.
Well, then don't forget.
But she just only served to weaken him.
Because he expelled that quirk because he knew the longer it would be in her, it would continue to take away more of his quirks.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, damn, I lost a lot of them."
Yeah, he's like, I don't want that.
Well, I understand that, but I'm just saying, like, because his quirk is to take other people's quirks, and like for her to attach herself to that overall quirk.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying, like, I feel like she attached herself to his
No,
right.
He purged her.
Yeah, she's gone.
Well, he purged her. No, she had her will in her quirk.
Yes.
He stole her quirk.
Yes.
Then he purged her quirk because her quirk was destroying him and his other quirks from within.
I just feel
we can re-review this episode.
We can re-review it. I just feel like I don't want to sleep on it. That's why I'm saying I just don't know. Especially with how he's like constantly like purging things and then how he feels like he's lost control of like Shigaraki. Like right now I feel like nothing is what it seems. And so I don't want to like just like take that away.
I hear what you're saying. You don't want to
you don't want to assume.
I don't want
Or you don't want her to start to to be gone.
Well, no, I'm okay with Starstruck to be gone.
But she's gone.
She is gone. Like, I already have that.
In this quirk.
Right, I understand that. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like the role that she played, like, I don't want to sleep on that.
Oh, no, she played a very important role, because, like...
At that time.
At that time, but I'm just saying, like, her, and then also with Sam, just seeing, like, how... Because I'm seeing this whole thing to take down a one for all as like levels, because like that's how he's operating. Yes. And so that's why I'm saying like Stars and Stripes. Like all these people are attacking at different levels. So that's why I'm saying I don't want to sleep on that, because like we're all attacking one for all on these very different structural cellular levels.
Almost honestly to defeat one for all, you gotta think about it like defeating Voldemort almost. Like you gotta not like, because like essentially Shigaraki is a Horcrux.
Right. But then I also feel like Shigaraki and his, like... I feel like Shigaraki,
You're not feeling that?
You're not feeling it? Okay.
What do you mean? Like, essentially, One for All lives within his quirk. Like, his will lives within his quirk. He was able to implant his will into Shigaraki by copying his quirk and implanting it into Shigaraki. Thus for giving us Shiga for All. We call him Shiggy for All.
Okay.
That's why Shigaraki has not only his own quirk power, Decay, but he's able to fly and like steal quirks. And
I understand he implanted some of his powers into him.
No, he literally copied the One for All, the All for One quirk. We've been calling for One for All. He implanted All for One inside of Shigaraki, a copy of All for One.
That's right, because I keep getting them confused between the two. That wordplay.
Like, and that's like essentially the same concept of One for All, where you have a successor.
Right.
But the thing is, his will is powerful enough to take over the host. And he's done this before. Because like this body the body that's bald and like crazy isn't even his OG body.
Right. But
he's passed over before.
Shigaraki has already
defeated him.
Rejected him.
Well, that's why he has kept him at bay and rejected him.
Well, no, I feel like this goes back to the levels I was talking about of attacking like All for One, because I feel like Shigaraki and his rejection of him is like one of the final things, because like that's why he's still trying to be desperately cling to him, because he's like, no, I need to get better control. But I'm just like, no, that ship has sailed. I feel like All for One is truly underestimated, like how powerful like Shigaraki's rejection of him was.
To me, because, like, when you're saying the Horcrux, right, I'm treating the defiance of Shigaraki similar to after Sasuke got used up. Orochimaru clearly was you are supposed to be Orochimaru's body. I'm giving you all of this. And Sasuke's like, no, I let you use me to give me more power, but you're not going to take over.
But that's not what happened.
But that's what it comes off as, because he had a choice. He was like, why am I going to deal with this insignificant role player? I could try to go after All Might, and he realized his body was decaying the more he was using up his energy, or I can reach Shigaraki. And we've seen his power where, similar to when everyone got engulfed with the he was supposed to be able to just go right to him. They were supposed to be able to merge. And Shigaraki rejected him and fought that off. The moment that happened to me, he even said he's able to have a will and he's preventing me. I need to get there sooner. Almost to say as though the longer time passes, I'm not able to take over Shigaraki.
Well, he had One for All, or All for One. All for One. Had plans on plans. Essentially, he's like, okay, I have my will within the copy of my own quirk, and that could take over Shigaraki's body, which is great. Or I also have this other body with like essentially the original quirk, and it's interesting. Like we call this a copy of his quirk, but it's not necessarily inferior. No. So he has the original quirk, and he's like, okay, if I essentially come into physical contact with him, then I definitely can like essentially force the original quirk into you with my will, and then definitely take over.
For sure I can take over, because it's a pincer attack.
So he's like, first first vector failed because your hatred was strong enough. And actually, it's like really his hatred weakened because the more he hates, the easier it is for All For One to take over. But really, he actually reached a point of clarity where he went while he was fighting Izuku Midoriya that allowed him to resist the Demon Lord because he was essentially like, no, I have my own reasons for doing all of this, and they're all very ideological, and they have to do essentially with Stain and a lot of different things.
I mean, what set it all off is when that one kid was like, "You don't got no friends," and then he just like blew up and was like, "I have friends."
Oh wow, that was episodes ago. I know what you're talking about.
No, yeah. I feel like that's what started out what made him really angry, and I was like, whatever it takes for Shigaraki to get to where he needs to be. That was hilarious.
What is the name?
Yeah.
Hawks. Because remember, the only reason why I was like, okay, he's dead, is because they even show Hawks' quirk also leaving, disintegrating, and then I was like, cool. There is an actual hope that grasps to everyone about to get their quirk back, and then they shut that down real quick, and I was like, okay, my hero.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
You got us.
Yeah, exactly.
You're good with it.
I feel like My Hero, I'm glad that they're really ending it and they're not dragging it on. They're getting everything done that they need to get done. Mm-hmm. They're doing justice to the manga. If anything, they're cleaning up some of the... Because, when you have like a super action-packed ending, it can get a little dirty in the manga.
Sure, muck it up.
You kind of, just because it's just like a lot of blurs. It's just like... So to actually see the directionality and to see the choreography, it's excellent. Just going back to the quirky explosion in his bag. Bakugo is in his bag.
Exactly. We're proud of him.
And
yes.
The creator of My Hero said that the movie Two Heroes is canon. So you see it. A bit of One for All is within Bakugo.
Well, you see.
Ooh, I got the shivers just thinking about
that. The two little kids that she's like, oh, it's Bakugo.
They were there.
Yeah, to try to connect the two. Because, a lot of people are like...
Who is that?
Well, no, a lot of people are like, they don't feel like that was canon. So it had to be kind of sad, that movie, that it was. And then, I don't know. To me, it was just like, I'm glad they showed us the Demon Lord's backstory. I also thought it was real rude. Because it was like... What did they call them? How someone called them an arrogant baby. I was like, who says that? Like
he was.
You call a baby arrogant?
Look how he turned out.
That is irrelevant.
I don't think so. I think they were speaking.
If you see a baby in the baby ward, you're not just like, oh, that's an arrogant baby. Like no one can use these words.
I'm gonna start using these
for
words.
A child.
I'm gonna start doing it.
You don't know it yet.
I'm gonna go out into the world.
So
and
it was just wild to me. And then we got more of an understanding how he was just under the impression that everything was for him. Even when he took all the
arrogant baby.
He killed the mom, but he needed nutrients. Like he understood, he took up most of the nutrients. Hence why the little brother was frail. Even when he was learning to walk, he's just dragging the little brother along with him because he's his property. Everything is for him.
Arrogant baby.
But that's why
he was born with a god complex.
Right, but that's why.
Is that his real quirk?
He wanted to get his. And honestly, the real breakdown of this whole story is brotherly love. He wanted his brother back. That's why he couldn't stand, what's his name?
Did he want his brother back or did he want his property back? Because you just called him his property.
That was his mind. That was his.
So which is it?
That was his concept.
So which is it?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
That was his concept at that point. But when they actually released the brother, when they were trying to escape, he didn't call him property at that point. He said his brother. So in time. He started to understand that.
I don't believe that. I think he's still an arrogant baby. I think he's
his mind. He's still an arrogant baby.
And it shows in how he's de-aged. Okay, arrogant baby.
But regardless, as it shows, it looks like Bakugo, who claims he's the real final boss. It looked like he went ahead and defeated, I guess let's call it the copy at this point. But it comes off that he defeated...
No, he defeated OG All for One.
Okay, then. That's
he vindicated himself because he's like, all this kind of happened because I got captured.
I think that's the biggest cop-out in the world. I hate that. I hate that they keep showing it that.
It's important.
Well... He blames himself. Other people don't really blame him.
I do. I blame him all the time. I was like, yeah, show it as many times as it is so that people understand.
People understand what?
What it means to actually place blame appropriately. It was his fault.
No.
It was.
Please tell me what people understand. That a civilian got captured.
You know what?
That he wasn't a civilian, he was a hero.
A hero in training got captured. I was about to continue.
He had a provisional license.
Listen.
And guess what? With the provisional license... They weren't able...
But he stopped being a civilian once he got that provisional.
Okay.
You know what, Justin? I get it. You don't want to see...
And also he wanted to be acknowledged as non-civilian. He wanted to be out there in the cut.
That's
He
true.
wanted to be out there in the field, and he failed.
So did Deku.
He failed.
But guess what?
And you know what? Deku failed a lot too.
He has.
Yes,
Both of them, they feel the weight of their failures.
As they should. So, yes.
What do you want?
What do you want?
I'm happy. Look, you're the one that doesn't want flashbacks. I'm happy with the flashbacks. I'm like, yes.
And now that Keoni's here, I guess, what do you want also? Because
I'm happy with Bakugo's growth
as
a person.
a situation.
Okay.
Let me try to remember the room.
You about to
Shigaragi. I got the arms dealer. Yeah. I got the transporting guy. Mm-hmm. What happened in that part of the story? Is it we just stopped, with him, the stupid loudmouth Mike guy, the MC guy, and
he's like the worst. I feel
in
like he's
Eraserhead.
But
I got they friend.
You mean the League of Villains and then the Paranormal? Well, technically it was the League of Villains they combined with
the Paranormal.
No. They all became the Paranormal Liberation Front.
Yeah.
Essentially,
they became the Liberation.
There's the League of Villains, and they were working with another organization.
Yeah, and
they came together, and they're called the Paranormal Liberation Front.
I feel like they were just called the Liberation, but
I feel like the Paranormal Liberation Front was the ones that Spinner was in charge of.
No, let me just confirm this for you.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
It's fine,
but. While you confirm that, I'm just talking about when Bakugo was captured.
Okay.
He is captured, and I'm in basically a bar setting with all the League of Villains. He's still a kid. Who cares he's got the provisional license?
There are other kids there, too, that are villains.
No, they weren't. It was him.
Actually, he didn't have a provisional at that point.
Okay, then. Because y'all was turning up about the provisional license.
No, he was turning up for a provisional license. I'm just telling you this.
Nice job, throw Keoni under the bus.
I'm fine with that.
So it was originally called the Meta Liberation Army. And then when the League of Villains took over the Meta Liberation Army, they changed the name to the Paranormal Liberation Front.
Okay.
And that's when Shigaraki straight up was sitting on the king's crown, on the king's chair. And then they had the Skeptic, and they had...
Isn't the Skeptic still around? Isn't he still doing something? Plotting something? Anyways, I'll tell you what I want, Justin. I want this to keep happening because I'm happy and proud of Bakugo. He's grown. He's realized... He's growing from his failures. And that's all I want. And it's happening. So I'm okay with flashbacks. It's okay with flashbacks because you need to know where you came from. It's important to the story.
Yeah. Just like they showed a flashback when the mud guy took him and Deku ran over there. You know what happened then? A villain took a child hostage.
No one said that that's not what happened.
That's what happened then, and that's what also happened with the League of Villains.
Listen, Justin, you can say whatever you want, but even in Bakugo's inner dialogue, he's like, man, I keep getting kidnapped. And
guess what? All Might told him he shouldn't be thinking that.
And guess what?
And All Might's king. So.
And I'm not a fan of All Might. He's not my favorite. Oh. I actually don't like him.
That's crazy.
It's not. It's actually not. I don't like him as a mentor either. I don't like All Might.
You know what?
It's fine, but we're not.
What don't you want? What don't you like?
I'm not going to. Can we just talk about One Piece?
Wow.
Can we just talk about One Piece?
So you know what my hero?
No, I'm not. Wait. Can we just go back to Bakugo being in his bag and literally awakening? He awakened his quirk in that moment.
He's putting in work.
He could feel the explosions all in his body. It was. I got. He
realized it was as he was hurting himself.
Yeah, I wasn't proud of that part, but I'm glad that he's learning that.
I think in the future he'll be able to do it without hurting himself.
Sure.
I don't think so.
There'll be some type of control.
Anyways,
it sounds like there's no faith in Bakugo with you.
I understand they're doing like a thing where he surpasses Endeavor or whatever. It's great for shadowing.
I don't know about that, but okay.
It's fine.
Endeavor.
Look, Justin,
like
Endeavor's
Todoroki type of thing. It's like a Todoroki foil.
I'm just going off of the comparisons that One For All had with when he was experiencing that. That's all I'm saying. But
okay.
Justin, Endeavor's not going to be the top hero forever. I know you're upset about that.
You like Endeavor like that?
He does.
I don't know if I like him like that.
You Endeavor stan?
I mean,
we should do a ranking later on. Well,
okay. I mean,
next episode, top 5 heroes.
I was like,
next episode,
like,
top
how
5
much
heroes.
later on is there? I mean, first of all, that's why what you're saying is ridiculous because you kind of know where I stand on heroes.
Yeah,
but
that's genius. I'm just saying, like, look, so I know
kind of bold
it's not, but you're always. He's great.
He's
I'm just saying, you're always like coming at me with Endeavor, and I'm just like, are you an Endeavor stan? Like every time, you just keep telling me like Jakia, he's the #1 hero, and
he is in this time and place.
And in my mind, he's not the #1 hero, and that's okay.
And you know what? You're right. It is okay.
Because I don't even know their ranking system or their metrics of how they're determining such things. But like I said, can we stop talking about My Hero?
Yes, you don't want to talk about My Hero.
Why don't you want to talk about My Hero?
I have nothing else to contribute to it. If y'all want to keep talking about it,
honestly, My Hero, like, I read the manga already. I know how it ends. I think they're doing the manga justice. Mm-hmm. And I'm not looking forward to the amount of flashbacks we're going to be going through.
Yeah, Justin, it sounds like you're going to have a hard time.
I got a feeling they're not going to all be Bakugo kidnap scenes.
But so anyways.
I think we'll be fine.
If you have it, Joe.
Okay, so starting with One Piece. Okay. We're doing 1148, 1149, 1147.
We have...
Or 678.
We have 1148 and 1149.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we not going to go 1150?
No. Because that would have came out today as we got together and did this recording.
Okay.
Right.
All right, so I check this out. Got it.
Shout out to Joy Boy. Shout out to Joy Boy. Gosh, okay. Shout out to Joy Boy. Boom, 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 boom.
You got a
Drums of Liberation.
Got a problem with what?
Hey, I'm just asking.
With Joy Boy?
Drums of Liberation.
Why would I have problems with Joy Boy and the Drums of Liberation? Okay, I have no problems.
Joy Boy was the first pirate. Now we know.
It's true.
And he was from a super advanced kingdom.
I think that's interesting, like, in that time period, and that was the first pirate.
I mean, it was the lost history.
I'm just saying, like, between 800 and 900, no one was a pirate before, and no one
thought about it.
I think that's so interesting.
Like, how do they have a whole advanced civilization but never have piracy?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm confused.
Because they are a high civilization.
Yeah, they were self-sufficient, but being a high civilization implies that you were once a low civilization.
Yes.
So when you were low, how'd you never have pirates?
No, but once we became a high civilization, piracy is trifling. Like, don't nobody got time for that. We are an advanced civilization.
Yeah, but before they came up as an advanced civilization, they never had pirates.
No, they probably. You know what they probably had? Barbarians.
Now you're just creating lore.
This is crazy.
They had mountain bandits.
Yes, mountain bandits. Yes, give me the mountain bandits.
So they had bandits, but they didn't have pirates.
No, they weren't on the 7 seas like that.
Shout out to the red hair pirates.
I just don't know, but yeah, okay.
Shoot.
Okay.
And Joy Boy. Hey, we don't know nothing yet, but you know what? He's probably ahead of the game.
Well, we do know some things about Joy Boy.
A little bit.
He was the first pirate. He was from the Advanced Kingdom. The Advanced Kingdom was at war with what is today the world government.
This is true.
Which is essentially 20 other kingdoms.
Who fought the predecessors of the world government.
Except for Alabasta.
No, I think Alabasta was a part of that.
They were supposed to be a part of the alliance, but then she...
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So,
hey, we were both just clarifying.
Okay.
Just calm down, Kia. I don't want no issues.
I am very calm.
So, Vegapunk and his sins, man.
He has a lot of them. I told you I wasn't a fan of him. Listen,
First of all, that man only had... Let him tell it. Only got 2 sins.
If you don't tell your own sins, it's not going to be a lot.
You said a lot. That's first of all. And second of all, are they really sins? Because guess what?
There's sins in the One Piece world.
He did everything he did for the opportunity to have the funding to go ahead and expand knowledge.
Yeah.
Guess what? If you...
At the cost of others. I'm just like, come on now. Don't sit... You know what? It's fine. It's fine. We don't have to do this. I get it. You're a Vegapunk fan.
I think he did it to pay homage in some ways to Ohara, but also because he just was curious and he recognized that it was selfish.
And you're talking about him trying to figure out the Void Century.
Yeah, him trying to figure out that he recognizes that, yes, it's important, but also he was selfishly doing it.
He was selfish in doing a lot of things.
And how is that a sin?
Because it's a sin because...
Have you read the Bible?
No, we don't even have to go biblical. I was like, it's a sin in the fact that he's understanding that because of his actions have put others in the world at risk, at peril.
How?
What do you mean, how? For example, he said with the Mother Flame. He was just like, someone stole part of it. And because of that, I feel like he's alluding to, that's how Lelusa got destroyed.
Who told him to create the Mother Flame?
No one told him to create. He did that. He said that he was, creating something for, a
infinite energy to help the world.
And like you said, it's going back to him getting funding. He got funding from the world government to fund his ideas. Okay? So
and what are the Gorsai looking at? What are they making sure they don't destroy?
The Mother Flame.
Exactly. And what have we found out that one of the elders were? Also a scientist. The only thing that means is Egghead, just like how we talked about previous advanced technologies or civilizations, so Egghead was able to continue where that scientist may not have. Clearly, the world government was okay with the creation of Mother Flame. That's why they want to have said.
But wait, that doesn't, just because the world government is okay with the creation of it doesn't make it not a sin. The world government is very corrupt. So
okay, I think these are okay. Let's just clarify for a second. These are sins from Vegapunk's perspective.
Exactly.
These are not objective One Piece world sins. It's just
not by the world. That's what.
And this is Vegapunk's narration essentially.
But he admitted in one of his sins was the Mother Flame, how it being stolen. So I'm going off of what he said.
I think he's considering that to be one of his sins. Creating the Mother Flame was a sin because he knew that the world government was trying to get their hands on it and he was trying to help the world, but he knew that it there was a strong possibility it was going to be used for
the wrong thing. The only way he's getting that funding, you're going to make the Mother Flame.
But here's the thing. But that doesn't change the fact that it was wrong. And that's what I'm talking about. That's part of his, for me, that's part of his many sins. Because, he knows...
I just love you keep saying many sins.
It's many because there's too many to count. And it's fine. It's too many to count. And
tell me more.
I don't want
Tell me more.
because we'll be here all day. But I'm just saying, Justin, the fact that because of his ideas and what he wants to create, he knows that he's doing it to benefit mankind or for to follow his curiosities. He does, and the fact that he's getting funding by the government, and they have to know what it is that he's doing. So he knows that there's a potential for them to steal his research in some kind of capacity for them to use it in whatever way they want to, and he can't do anything about it. So that's what I'm saying. Many sins in that way. No matter what he does, even when it comes down to him creating the stuff that's on his island and stuff, and even to him splitting himself up into different entities or putting his consciousness and splitting himself up, that's all being used by the world government. And so I'm just he's not putting it to
he works for the world government.
Yes, he works for the world government, but that's what I'm saying. He doesn't, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying that no matter what he does, the world government will, no matter how positive that he tries to do something, the world government is going to take it. It's going to take it.
But you have to find a positive out of to give yourself meaning for what you're doing.
And that's fine, but it goes back to what he said. But he understands that this is a risk that he's willing to take on, regardless of what the outcome is for other people. That's what it is.
The outcome for other people is he's benefiting people's lives.
They're not going to get it anytime soon. And he says that.
He's already gone ahead and benefited the world's lives already.
I don't think so. You're doing too much.
I mean, no, you guys are doing too much.
It's not you guys. It's me.
I am including you, Keoni. Because guess what? If you're not a part of the solution, you're part of the problem.
Yeah, so, I haven't even had my part.
He hasn't even had his part, so and it's fine.
Let's name the sides.
All right.
There is the sides that, okay, your essential argument is Vegapunk had to do what he had to do because he would have never been able to... He had to work with the world government or we would have never had the funding to make any of the technology he had. Yeah. Your argument is, essentially, he should have never got with the world government in the first place because he knew it was going to taint any good that he was going to do and ultimately pendulum it onto the side of harming people.
Yes.
Oh,
I am more of a neutral perspective where I think Vegapunk is more of an... Ultimately, he's on the side of the Straw Hat, so he's on the side of freedom, because that's how I see it. He's not an amoral character, but he is a morally more gray character, because he even split up his...
conscience.
His conscience, but more of his 7 deadly sins. He split up his predilections into multiple beings because he knew he's okay, my intelligence, my wrath, my lust, my greed. He split all those things up. Why? Not so he could be a more balanced person, but literally just so he could get more things done.
I was going to say, it's to be efficient.
To be efficient.
But guess what? Who betrayed them?
Science is kind of amoral if you think about it. Science is just learning, and he is the distillation of a scientific mind.
He's chaotic. He's like the chaotic...
he's chaotic neutral.
Yeah, he's chaotic neutral.
With him saying, even though I don't agree with it,
it's fine.
With him saying, in his belief, these are my sins... Because guess what? The only reason the world is affected is by that second sin, because you looked into the void history, you're telling people about a void history, and their rule is, if people know about it, we shutting it down. So you letting everyone know on this broadcast.
Well, they're not necessarily shutting the world down, but we don't want the people to know because it's harder to control them if they know.
And guess what? If they have to, they will shut it down.
Well, Dragon's gonna stop them.
Well,
shout out to Dragon.
We'll see, but that's their stance on things. And my only thing is, all we know is you say he's on the side of freedom. I would just say this is all just in the pursuit of knowledge.
But that goes through the lens of freedom, because that's what the world government is all about, is limiting people's freedoms. And so the fact of he only
limiting their knowledge,
right? And he wanted to be able to have the opportunity and freedom to learn as much as he wanted.
Before he was a world government dog, because don't forget when he came and paid homage.
State alchemist.
When he came to pay homage.
I know he had those ridiculous sunglasses
at
Ohara's
grave. Yeah, let's say grave. That's when we saw Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
They had a conversation. We had some of the giants collecting the books. But let's not forget, the place Vegapunk come from, it's all tons of different types of scientific establishment growth. That's why Frankie was sent there.
Well, Vegapunk made it that way, actually.
Oh, okay.
He modernized his island.
Whoa. You're not talking about AK. You're talking about...
both islands. He modernized them both.
Okay. I'm not given any idea that at that time, he's working for the government. That hasn't been set in stone.
Wait,
no, we've known he's been working for the government.
Wait, you're talking about Frankie? Or are you talking about Ohara?
No, we're talking about Dr. Vegapunk, and essentially what he's saying is I didn't know. You're saying that you didn't get the inkling that he was working from the government back when he was on his OG island.
Where his birthplace.
Yeah, back in the day when he was a part of MADS. Because originally, Vegapunk was a part of MADS. He used to
that's why he got recruited.
He used to work with Judge and Caesar Clown.
Right. Caesar Clown was their apprentice.
Exactly. And then he started working on projects with the world government pretty much after Ohara.
Right.
Why? Because he needed the funding. Why? Because he wanted to make infinite energy for the people. But really, the government wanted infinite energy so they could power
themselves.
The weapons.
Right.
No, specifically, the ancient weapons. That's why they needed the Mother Flame.
We don't know that.
We do know that. He talks about it.
Did they tell us that it's for a weapon? That has not been told to us at this moment.
I feel like
it is implied, but it is not told to us.
I was say it was implied, especially. I feel like it was implied and sent to home when it came to Lucia.
Okay, that's fine.
That's all I'm saying.
So, but on top of that,
Vegapunk says in 1149,
okay,
that he theorizes that part of the Mother Flame was taken to be used for the weapon on the Lucia.
I agree. I understand he said that. What I'm saying is that we have not been told this by the Gorsai, by the elders, or anyone on the government.
The government has not confirmed it.
Exactly. That's all I was saying. Until you prove it, you're innocent until you prove it.
Oh my God.
Well, we know the government ain't innocent.
I'm about to say. But anyways,
this guy's a world government stan.
Apparently.
What? No,
world government stan.
I want clarity before people. What?
I'm not
world government stan. That's all I hear.
I just want it.
You're not on the side of the people.
I'm me and Vegapunk are. That's why Vegapunk did the things he did to help the people.
No, well, I think Vegapunk is ultimately on the side of the people, but he thought he could play both sides.
He can't.
And because he tried to do that, ultimately essentially somehow he was keeping the Mother Flame away from Emu.
Sure.
Somehow he was probably telling Emu it's not finished or something of that nature.
I am under the impression he does not know of Emu's existence.
The elders, then, because he does know the elders.
Yes, that's true.
He's essentially okay, elders.
Because Emu's no one's supposed to know.
I mean, Cobra did, and that was the last he saw.
Yeah. Well, anyways,
he wasn't supposed to.
The elders, essentially, he probably kept giving the elders the run around, the Mother Flame's not finished, it's still under development, and that's when York was like, y'all could get a piece of it and use it if you needed to. But ultimately, I think the world sinking and there being essentially society underwater, or remnants of society underwater, is gigantic revelation for the One Piece world. And that's that goes back to Doflamingo when he's in the ship being transported to Impel Down.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, we need to get to high ground. I wonder where the highest place is. Pretty much immediately referencing Marijois, the red line.
Yeah, he also referenced it again at Impel Down when he was with Magellan.
Referencing
Sky P. I feel like he doesn't.
I think he's referencing the red line.
I mean,
because how tall is the red line?
Well, no, I feel like
probably taller than 200 meters.
Yeah.
Well, no, I feel like it would send close to home when he was in Impel Down. He was talking to Magellan, and he was like, "We need to get to higher ground." And I was like, "Yeah, this goes back to him reclaiming his noble status and his noble heritage."
Yeah, shout out to Magellan.
Shout out to Magellan eating poison soup all the time.
He's a real one. But
listen to the game.
Going away from the debate back and forth.
Where are you going to go?
I was just going to bring up in 1149. I was like, who is this little girl with this Vegapunk apple-like hair?
100%. That was a note of mine. I said, what? I was like, what Easter egg is this?
Well, I was just like, is this another split personality? Maybe Vegapunk is still kicking. And then I was like, next to her, I said, is that Miss Groundhog and old girl with the kilo or ton fruit lady from Baroque Works? Because I was like, who are these two women?
Listen, because Crocodile is constantly doing what he needs to do.
To recruit people.
No, I mean, I just feel like his people they've always understood the assignment. But he is. He's great. I do want to go back to when we're at Mary Jo's, where all the celestial dragons were like, that one guy was like, yeah, give me his body, I'll cut him up. And then that one woman was like, wait, what are you talking about? So it just let me know that they also aren't aware of the Void Century or any information about it.
They ain't teaching the youth celestials
right.
about
So it's just making me wonder how passive or how they're cultivating these celestial dragons to be, because I'm just like, if they don't even know this information, why are we protecting these people?
They're being passivated and essentially being told that they're the most important race.
But they're right, and I get that, but I'm just like, I don't know. I just feel like we're seeing, like, I feel like soon the celestial dragons will be disposed of. And I only say that because of just, like, how consistently Saturn and the other ones are referring to everyone as insects. So, like, everyone who's not emu and stuff, like, I feel like they're all being considered as insects.
I just figured...
Their blood is important.
Right. And it's one of those things. It's almost like calling. Because that one dude with that beard... He cut that one celestial dragon up when that public execution.
Oh, he the worst. I can't stand him.
Because at the end of the day, you know...
What's his name? Gerald? Starting with a G? It's something.
Or Garfield or...
I think it is Garfield. I can't stand him. Now that's an arrogant baby right there.
All I know is I'm super hyped for the end. I'm super hyped to see what Luffy's going to do. I'm hyped to see the rest of the crew try to escape. The giants, they're fighting back. The giants are here to meet up with the sun god. He's in their lore. We have an obvious, I think, path to Elbath.
Oh, I will say, how you gonna talk? You got any notes today about Chopper's point guard this time with Saturn and stuff? Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Because you were because I know the last
time...
trying
to downgrade the Chopper stuff.
I just wanted to say he was on multiple occasions, multiple scenes. Did I see him block his attacks?
Yeah, I got a note.
Okay, good. Please.
Thank goodness Elder Saturn eventually goes past the rest of the Straw Hats.
That's a shame. That's a real shame.
All I gotta say is the stocks on the weak trio are up.
I'm just saying, just
they handle business. Well, give them their props. If you're gonna hang, you gotta give them their props. Stocks are up.
Can I see something?
Look, I'll give Nami and Chopper props. Usopp ain't never getting a prop.
First of all, I've been giving Chopper all the props that he... First of all...
I don't hear anything. You don't ever say anything about Chopper.
I'm glad that people can see your facial expression. Because this is coming from the individual, the Chopper fan, let you tell it, that has the nerve to say, he's a doctor. He's doing what he has to do.
Everybody has a role. Everyone has a role. Dual roles. He is the ship's doctor. What are you talking about?
Here and
Sanji Cooks. Sanji Cooks.
I've only seen you upgrade Sanji's stocks.
Thank you.
And you know why?
Just a consistent Sanji's thing.
No, because I'm seeing. You know, it's like when they say Baker bakes. Guess what? You saying Sanji cooks.
He does cook.
Guess what? Yeah, he cooks by putting in this work.
No, that's what made me today want to get him back.
Talking about.
You know what? I'm not gonna do this with
Monster.
you today.
Listen. If Chopper
we're getting in a rat hole. We're getting in a rat hole.
It is, because you know what, Justin? I get it. You'll never give Chopper the props that he deserves. And I've accepted that about you. I just wanted you to just admit in this past episode that he used, like, you know,
that
he's doing things.
Everyone did something.
Everybody did their job. Nusjuro literally cut an island in half.
Including old girl Lily with that stupid ray gun or bubble gun. Listen, they should all be. I
hope she doesn't join us.
They should all be grateful.
I hope she doesn't join us.
That he was trying to walk right past them after he wanted to initially attack Robin, because it would have took a real one like Robin transforming again.
Oh my god!
Or it would have took. You know what? That's what I would have loved. I would have loved to see Brooke put in some work.
Look,
I would have loved to see Monster Chopper.
He walked away.
No.
He walked away.
You're looking for direct confrontations, but obviously, like right now, what's going on in the plot is not a direct confrontation, but rather...
Okay.
No, but rather, it is a game of hide and go seek while information is divulged.
Well, listen. You can save your hide and go seeks for Dad's
We know you want the 1v1s.
No,
he just wants the 1v1s.
No, you can save it for Dad's a hero, Mom's a spirit, because apparently you all about hide and go seek. Listen.
That was a good episode.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. That was a good reference. I like that one. That was good.
All I'm saying is this.
I know I'll never get it from you, and it's fine.
First of all,
it's fine.
You're right. I want the 1v1 so Chopper finally gets the real love that he's supposed to get. I'm tired of seeing guard point. You know why? Because I saw him give us high jump. You know what else? You were gone for 2 years. You couldn't come up with something else instead of just medicine. Also, I saw you make...
how to control his
I also saw you make a rumble ball for lame Beppo. Okay? Show me something.
Beppo is lame.
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
He cured a disease in like one arc.
But look, that's not cool. Enough for him.
And no, that's what it was. And he gets it for that. You want me to give this man credit just because he wore samurai armor in Kaido's arc?
I did.
Yeah, he's not a Zoro. He's not a Sanji.
But no one said.
And we don't need him to.
But we don't need him to be that, and that's fine. We don't need him.
I mean, I feel like the main thing is like in terms of does their job and is an effective Straw Hat. Chopper's like number 4.
Whoa, that's pretty high.
No, I feel like that's spot on.
Yeah, I feel like that's spot on. Like, there's so many times the crew would have not made it without Chopper.
Like,
so many times the crew won't make it without Nami, the Navigator. I'm already ahead of Chopper.
Dude, what are you talking about? Literally, they broke, like, the crew has split apart before and gone separate ways. Like, like Luffy's like, I'm staying behind. Like, we got to do some stuff.
Sure.
And then, you know, Chopper and gang, you guys go out. Zoe. I'm thinking of Zoe.
Like I said, he ain't ever going. Like I said, I'm never gonna get it from him, and I've accepted this.
But it's okay. It's fine.
It's unfortunate.
I digress. I think the plot is progressing well. The animation is good. I'm glad that One Piece is gonna go to a seasonal anime because we got to keep the quality high. As we finish it, we got to keep the quality high. Even if that means they got to go slower, we got to keep the quality high. And also, like, Oda's got his hand in so many different things. Like, they're reanimating old episodes. I can't wait till Dressrosa gets redone. I cannot wait till Dressrosa is one of my favorite arcs. I cannot wait for the remastering of Dressrosa.
That's your favorite arc?
That's one of my favorite arcs.
That's interesting. Okay.
Think about it. What? Sabo gets introduced. Straw Hat Grand Fleet. Fujitora. The Tontada people. The tournament where Luffy plays Lucy.
Yeah.
Like, there's a ton that goes, like, what's it called? When Sabo gets his fruit and immediately, like, kind of feels the spirit and essentially masters it super quickly. The conversation that all the Straw Hats have with Sabo, essentially they got to bond with Sabo a little bit while Luffy was passed out. Freaking Gear 4.
We get awakenings. We
figure out the next... Yeah, no. A lot of it's called, you find out Law's backstory. Sure. Yeah, I really like Dressrosa.
Okay.
Yeah, you didn't say nothing about Chopper.
Most people don't, and that's fine.
Chopper wasn't hyped as much in Dressrosa.
No, he wasn't.
But he did a really good job in Wano, which, like, honestly, Wano is a crescendo within One Piece. He was extremely important in the raid on Onigashima. They would not have made it without him.
He's dying over there.
Yeah. How are you gonna deal with the? How are you gonna deal with the?
We're talking about the smile fruit.
No, I'm talking about the frozen demon disease from Queen.
Okay. Yeah, and you know what? It took him forever.
See, here you go.
It took forever.
It took him like an hour to cure a disease.
Look,
he might be the best doctor in the world.
You don't have to tell me. You don't have.
Homeboy's like in a war zone with the freaking microscope, and he's like, "Okay, here's what we go do."
You don't have to tell me.
Was it boss that he tried it on himself to make sure? Yes.
Yeah, it was super.
I take and thank you for doing that. Okay, thank you.
Justin doesn't value doctors.
But here's the problem.
It's not 3,000 worlds.
First of all. I have brought several times the meaning of the word doctor and how it's relevant to the word for the island, Drum Island. Doctor has a strong word, and that we're not going to go down that rabbit hole. But here's the crazy thing: if you like it, do you like it?
Do I like what?
Do you like Chopper curing that disease? As watching it in anime or reading it as manga?
I like it as both, and I like it in concept in terms of like Straw Hat feats.
Okay, so
we're talking about feats.
Okay, let's count it as a feat. Now here's this, because you're pretty well, Keoni, at separating the manga and anime.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's take this as a perspective of someone who didn't read the manga and only has anime. Yeah. Okay. Unfortunately.
He starts with unfortunate.
It took my man about 7 to 10 episodes to cure that disease. Okay, That's how it reads.
But that's still only an hour within the One Piece world. I mean, like 7 to 10 episodes. If 1,000 episodes is 2 years, if 1,000 episodes is 2 years, 7 to 10 episodes is.
But here's the thing: it's great that you think that's the feat. The feat that I take from Chopper in that moment is when he actually starts throwing down with Queen.
Yeah, and goes monster point.
Right. That gives me something.
So yeah, think about it. He can like fight a Yonko's top commander, and he's top in science. And also think about this. Your boy Zoro, he's not fighting King unless Chopper's around. Because Chopper gave him the miracle medicine that allowed him to continue fighting again, even though every bone in his
about that. Because guess what? She ain't like. She don't like it.
You like that? You like I brought that up.
She looked away because she don't like what's about to be said next. If it wasn't Zoro fighting him, we already saw Sanji going after King. Ain't nobody worried about that, man. So that's all I'm saying.
Sanji ain't got it in him. Because Sanji doesn't have Conqueror's Haki, and Zoro needed Conqueror's Haki to defeat King, and King was essentially invulnerable.
And if King didn't go ahead and come down to Zoro's playing field, what are we talking about? Sanji
doesn't have Conqueror's Haki.
He was going up.
He doesn't even get a fight.
He's going to that.
He doesn't even get to have a real fight.
Hey, guess what?
Has Sanji ever beat anybody with Conqueror's Haki?
I guess not.
No.
Look, I'm not a Sanji stan.
I like Sanji. I'm actually Sanji stan because you know why? He knows all of like the 100 cooking techniques from
Chef Jeff.
I forget what it's called. It's the Karabara Kingdom, something like that. It's the kingdom of all the dudes who cross.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's like Kamibawa Kempo. That's what it is, and he like incorporates that into his cooking, and he used that. He can kind of do some healing too. Like we gotta give shout outs to the healers. And also, Sanji's a cyborg now, and he can, like, use blue flames, and...
Like I said, I feel like the past couple of arcs has been, like, what's our phrase, crab time? It's been too much Sanji time for me.
Well, he's a part of the crew, so get used to it.
Yeah.
And then the last note, it looks like York believes that the snail is in the Iron Giant, the same Iron Giant that's just walking around.
Could we have made York a little bit more modest?
No, she's Sloth.
She like walk around in her underwear all the time.
But that's all she is. Like she's like greed. She's all that stuff, and that's just what that's all in alignment to their stuff.
I mean,
so is
why was this? Why were these uniform options? That's what like, Nami and Nick and Robin are.
Yeah.
I like how the #1 anime in the world still has ecchi undertones.
Okay.
I mean, they also know who their fan base is, and that's fine.
Yeah. So, I think that's the episode right there.
I think that is the episode. All right, cool. That's this week's episode of Kaiser Uncharted.